Well, it is certainly an exciting time for the team still alive in the hunt for the state championship. As Justin Barney, our sports editor, joins us. We're going to go through some of the games that we're going to see tomorrow night, and there are some really intriguing ones, Justin. I think first and foremost, we've got to talk about some of these games that are rivalry games, that are rematches of regular season games, and in some cases, historic rematches, including Creekside and Bartram Trail playing for the first time in the postseason in both schools' histories.
First time in the postseason, but these guys have been regular opponents in the regular season. We saw a 59-27 Bartram Trail win in the regular season. They are 14-1 against Creekside. That was a little surprising to me because Creekside has been lighting teams up all season long. They did not do that in the regular season game. We'll see if they can get back on pace in that playoff game against Bartram. But Bartram, to me, that Creekside game was kind of the hill topper for Bartram Trail. It had been off and on. Defense was good, offense was bad. So that game, they did everything right in that game. To me, that was kind of the high point for Bartram. Everything else after that has been very good. So we'll see if Bartram can kind of keep that momentum going that they had from that Creekside game and get win number 15 over the Knights in that series.
Of course, also big part here, Bartram Trail undefeated coming into this game, one of the few teams in our area to be able to say that. Another matchup involving teams that already met once this year. Riverside and Rains go at it. Riverside lost to Rains earlier this year in the midst of their 6-game losing streak. But boy, Riverside has served notice after they knocked off Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at that regular season game between Riverside and Rains, that was a one-possession game at halftime, and Rains really pulled away in that second half. And to me, Riverside has been a different team since about that point, or even maybe that Jackson game in the regular season where it was 6-2. Riverside has just found its identity during the season. Defense has always been good. Avery Weeks, just really good players on that defense side of the ball. The question was, the offensive side, how could they just recover from graduation losses? And Devin Herring has kind of come into his own as a quarterback. They've got a good receiver, Tayshawn Gelsey, and it's really interesting to me, this rematch. What Riverside team are we going to see against Rains?
All right, now on to the next game we want to highlight, and it does not involve a rematch, but it does involve a game that could have been a rematch, and that's Bulls taking on Bishop Moore. Last week, Bishop Moore knocked off Bishop Kenny. I think a lot of folks at Bulls wanted to see BK after BK beat the Bulldogs for the first time since 1977. Didn't happen. What about the Bulldogs' chances here?
They're still playing a Bishop, just not Bishop
right.
Kenny. Okay, Bishop Moore. Again, a good matchup. I think Bulls probably wanted another shot at Bishop Kenny after that 14-13 loss in the regular season. But again, anybody who's on the schedule, Bulls is going to play. They're going to get the best of them. They looked good last week against Episcopal. Bishop Moore is not far removed from being a Final Four team. So this is a good matchup at Bulls on Friday night.
All right, we also want to take a look at some games involving two teams that could wind up meeting in the next round, as could be either Rains or Riverside taking on Bulls potentially in the next round. Trinity Christian hosts Orlando Christian Prep. Two-time defending state champs, also undefeated. Are they going to have any trouble this time around?
Yeah, this was a rematch of a game last year. The state semifinal game Trinity Christian had trouble with in this game last year, 29-21. I think this is a more refined, more focused, year-older Trinity Christian. Cam Anderson at linebacker, the great running backs there, Trayon Webb, Darnell Rogers, and Colin Hurley. An experienced Colin Hurley makes the difference in this year's team.
And then the winner of that game will take on the winner of First Academy against University Christian. UC played Trinity earlier this year. Do they want another shot at him?
I think so. And the big difference in that UC Trinity first time meeting this year was no Colin Hurley. It was a lot of steady running back attacks. So we'll see. I think UC and Trinity win. We've been talking about a rematch all season long, and I think we get it after tomorrow night.
All right. It's going to be a big night for high school football tomorrow night. We'll have extended highlights on the 10 o'clock news tomorrow night. And after that, it'll be the regional finals. We're getting closer and closer to the Final Four. Justin, thanks a lot. Guys, back to you.